especially Peacemaker fans. My name is Scott. Alongside me is Ryan, Mr. JT, and also Devani is actually joining us as well to hopefully give us a little bit of class on this show. Because given the way it is, admittedly, it's going to be a low bar for him to actually bring up the class level on this show already. But as always, welcome to Tales from the Film Set, Peacemaker Watch Party, episode now 4. We've been royally impressed with the first 3 episodes, probably more impressed than anything we've done on this so far, not including Boba Fett, Hawkeye, and literally I don't remember the other thing we did as well. It's kind of been blocked out of my memory. But how you gentlemen doing?
Fantastically well.
Good. So
my butt's better from last week. Yeah.
Yes,
sure.
yes. By the way, props to Ryan on this one. Every time that they use the word fuck in episode 3, the poor bastard ate a flaming hot Cheeto with nothing to drink with it. Long story short, they dropped an F-bomb 43 times. So thank you for your service, and I'm sorry for whatever damage it did to your seat.
Yeah, we actually, if you want to catch it, we threw the video up on our YouTube just to see all the times he had to eat it. And there's a clip that zooms in on me at the beginning just going, yeah, that's not a good idea.
Yep. Sadly, we're not doing that this week, but perhaps next week you guys will put me through something. I'm willing to volunteer myself if you guys are willing to do it, but be gentle. I'm fragile. But
I'm willing to volunteer your bodily harm.
Oh, good. Yes. Well, remember, I'm married. You have a spouse to explain this to. So
it would only be fair.
That is true. We don't want to be unfair about this. Anyway, as always, this is Tales from the Film Set on Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and Film Set Tales on Twitter. Gentlemen, are you guys ready to go?
I'm ready.
Groovy. By the way, this is starting at the 42 second mark on the grounds that the first 40 some seconds were nothing but advertising and various HBO Max stuff, including that Sex and the City reboot sequel that apparently everybody just fucking hates. So anyway, irrespective, we are off to Peacemaker episode 4, and more importantly, we'll have the intro again too, so we can talk about that. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Cool.
Ready?
Gonna hit play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And there we go. I think we did it on time this time.
It showed less traveled.
It showed less travel. That, again, I believe the phrase you used last week is that is so goddamn James Gunny.
You got to admit, they're just classy with all this. Now, Devani, obviously you weren't with us for episodes 1 through 3. How have you liked the show so far?
I think it's... Well, I am allowed to curse. This is fucking fantastic. Fucking fantastic.
Yes, you're allowed to do anything you want within reason.
I really pretty much have to say James Gunn should take over the DC universe.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if the new Flash movie has anything to say about it, he may very well be able to do that.
Yeah.
Since they are relatively eliminating the Snyderverse as we know it.
No, in fairness, he's still part of the Marvel universe, too, so it depends if they let him leave at Disney again.
Well, right, but I don't think they've made any plans with him after Guardians 3. Like, that's pretty much going to be like his swan song. I guess in the same vein that it's going to be Batista's last movie as far as he's claimed. So I wouldn't be surprised if James Gunn ends up being freed up, that he ends up taking more control over, like, the way Berlanti has with the Arrowverse.
Well, Greg Berlanti's all over everything CW. And some CBS stuff, too.
Oh, yeah.
But it would make sense. I think DC needs a little upstart besides us constantly getting the Batman, Superman. We need to see the other characters. Wait. What did I hear? I heard somebody said Booster Gold.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
For all
it's still showing the bloody toe.
Yep. So, all right. I got ecstatic.
We didn't see it, so is it really been shot?
I don't. Yeah. So. Yeah.
I mean, I would hope so. I'd hate to think it's like one of those alien things where it like went to his mouth and took over, because otherwise Vigilante would have seen it, or vice versa.
But you don't always know with these sort of things, you know.
Well, Scott, didn't you say you saw it like go up someone's butt or something?
There was one of the butterflies went up an asshole.
What? So we'll be there.
Yeah, because it was in the preview. I think they kind of showed. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you guys didn't watch the preview for episode 4. I did. And yeah, the whole thing is that basically it goes in however orifice is necessary, oral, rectal,
I have to say, like Peacemaker was so hesitant to kill in the last episode, and this one he's just like, okay, I'll pull out my gun and just blow out the little guy's brains.
Yeah.
Well, because the kids didn't do nothing to him, but Judo Master went ahead and beat him up.
Right.
So yeah, take a gun to him.
Yeah. By the way, can we again talk about this intro?
Yeah, it doesn't give
you
Family Guy vibes.
I watched that thing like 25 times between last week and this week, and it still doesn't get old to me.
By the way, I think we've been kind of wrong with the saying of the band's name because we've been saying wigwam. I think it's wigwam.
Okay.
Like the traditional Indian word for like wigwam.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
so
it's
being like white people idiots. It's like, no, that's wham.
Well, see, yeah, it's Norwegian though, I think, right? The band
sounds about right.
Yeah, I think it's out of I looked it up because I hadn't heard from. I didn't know who they were. Hello, Robert Patrick. I was not that familiar with them in general, so I had to do a little bit of research last week on this, and I was like, by God, they might be the next group I listen to. Like I said, that intro. It kind of calls back to Guardians of the Galaxy, like when you first introduce Peter Quill and he's sitting there dancing in the beginning. It's like that's falls into James Gunn here. So,
but like I said, it should be done in a taste where it is dark humor, but also like a little bit of childish behavior mixed with the dark undertones of violence. And I think that's what DC is all about.
James Gunn came up from Trauma, and that makes a lot of sense there, considering all the history of what, Trauma and Lloyd Kaufman have done.
Well, I was going to say is James Gunn style, it feels very much like a Traumaverse on a budget.
He was like an intern.
With a budget.
He like an intern for Lloyd at one point, I think. So.
But I met the guy in person. He really weirded me out. I ain't gonna lie.
Who's that?
Lloyd Kaufman.
He's quirky, but honestly, I don't know. He and I did go back like a dozen years at this point, But listen, I've been to his apartment. It said he's got a really nice setup on the Upper East Side. I don't know how he landed that, but
what?
Yeah, he's like on 90th and 3rd or something.
Oh.
But yeah.
Yo, that scene where you saw so my pinky toe, I'm gonna fall. Like, how you gonna fall with a pinky toe?
Well, again, glad you're not eating those Cheetos this week.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we didn't do it. We should have still done an F-bomb counter on this one. So.
Oh, we could have just
given him we still could anyway.
Oh, you could have basically gave him the one chip challenge. Every time y'all said the F word.
Oh my God, they dropped Matter Eater Lad.
Yeah, but wrong universe. That's Marvel though, isn't it?
Jeez.
Okay.
Wait, no, it's not. Aqua Lad is DC.
Yeah.
So wait,
Eater Lad. I thought you said Aqua Lad.
Every time they say fuck, you want to do a one chip challenge?
I said
I heard that.
Why don't you just do Ghost Pepper?
I'm not doing Ghost. I say y'all should do it. I'm passing it to y'all because I already experienced it. I don't want to experience that ever again.
By the way, that was Davion. By the way, thank you for coming on. Have a good night.
Not great.
So anyway, there's a show going on that we're not even paying attention to, and you know what? I'm kind of half okay with that.
Oh, okay. So Mern was reprimanding Peacemaker because he didn't take the shot, and he's thinking about bringing on Vigilante because he did take the shot, and then somehow Matter Eater Lad came into the conversation.
Yes, and then we started with Booster Gold and what other obscure. We could have like Cannonball or something there. Hey, listen, they brought in Judo Master. You never saw Judo Master in anything before.
Correct.
Yeah. Now the sad face that's on the door. Someone said that is another character that they're hinting at. I forget who though.
Okay.
Did anyone hear about that?
I have.
Which face?
I would like to point out
on their front door. There's a sad face.
By the way, can we point out the fact that she has Twizzlers in the coffee cup? I think it's really. I think I might have to do that. So. Sorry, go ahead.
We don't.
But
see, I kind of like how her and Peacemaker are kind of like on parallel journeys here. It's just one's at the start and one hasn't seen enough and the other one's seen too much.
Correct.
Yeah. And that's the good dynamic that works here too, because you get to see it from two different perspectives.
Right.
Then you have the complete newbie. If this was an anime, she would be the main protagonist at this point.
Probably,
that
yeah.
Is true.
Yeah.
But
she'd be the milk and toast male that all the women flock to.
Well, so we need to have like an intro here, Daikidai Korosteru.
Oh, it will be
By the way, if you
created
translate
eventually.
that, points to anyone who was able to translate that one. It's like I hate. By the way, I hate the fact that I killed you.
So my question to y'all is, with this, with her scene, the one that on the girl who's the newbie, we already know that's Amanda Waller's daughter.
Yes.
We already know that they just randomly created this character because they needed like a fill-in. So
Viola
do you
Davis
feel?
made you. Go ahead.
And do y'all? Oh, sorry. Do y'all feel as though they just created this character as somebody to be popular, or someone that they could basically put out there and kill off at the same time?
I feel like they created this character as someone the audience can maybe relate to a little bit more, because she's the only one who's not like a pure killer.
Yeah, she's basically like our guide through all this.
Yeah, Waller. I feel, and I'm bad at names. Who's the leader of this group right now? Mern.
Who was also originally created by Gunn for the show.
I feel like he's the fill-in for Waller because his personality and how he acts, how he talks is very Wallerish.
Gotcha.
Well, I mean, I like the fact that I think, if they kill off Danielle Brooks, I'm going to be really disappointed. Dude, come on, man. She was tasty on Orange. You can't do that.
It's so passive aggressive. It's great.
Yeah, but. I'd rather never walk it. I hate to say it. Actually, I have glasses exactly like that too.
What? Maybe stop.
Yeah.
I think the picture's on your Facebook.
What's that?
I think the picture of you with those glasses are on your Facebook.
Yeah, the Dwight Schrute glasses.
Hunt for them. Hunt for the picture.
Glasses
everywhere.
They're
all right. I can attest to this.
Should I wear the Dwight Schrute glasses next week?
Go for it.
Possibly part my hair in a specific way. Yeah. By the way, I don't know if I ever said this, but the guy that inadvertently brought in somebody to my wedding who later got arrested, he was John Cena's stand-in on Trainwreck.
What?
Yeah.
John Cena, after a while, you couldn't see him either.
Man, you were going to just bring that up as much as possible.
Oh, yes.
2 shows in a row now.
You can't see me. You can't see
He's been on the interview circuit, and he's bringing it up because so many people bring it up.
So.
Watch it. One of those special helmets is probably going to give him, invisibility powers, and it's just going to be a whole big thing.
They're activated when he does this.
God.
Visibility cloak activate.
I love the
gorilla. Okay, so it's not a Grodd.
So.
Unless, there's 2 major gorillas.
He doesn't know his father's in jail yet,
and
I don't believe he does.
Oh, Ultra Humanite.
So, but yeah, that shit's gonna hit the fan when that, especially when he finds out why.
Actually, I just realized I think this room is from the comic books too.
Yeah, it is.
Just grab them all.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Wait, do they have? Does it say what each one?
Okay,
does?
yeah.
It did. They had little things underneath them, but you were able to make it out.
Doesn't matter now.
Oh, that's Daddy's armor.
Oh,
Wow.
White Dragon.
White Dragon. Which is a very interesting character to have on the show. But
I heard there's a lot of backlash on that having that character.
Really?
Yeah.
But you know what? You might as well make it make sense. So it's James Gunn. So James Gunn is going to push the gun with any type of character that causes controversy. So, and that's what I like about him, because it's like, okay, we're going to add my element with these characters and see who I'm going to offend, or see if anybody's going to be interested and enjoy this, and probably get offended or not, but still enjoy it.
Well, I mean, he's already been canceled once. So it's like, what are you going to do to him next time?
Really? Okay. To bring that up, I felt as though it was an unnecessary cancel.
Oh, yeah. He admitted I was an asshole back then. I've made amends since, you know.
But it was an unnecessary. Okay. It was an unnecessary cancel. Like, it didn't make sense. Like, you telling me you get offended by somebody dressing up as a Halloween in that type of Halloween costume, making a joke.
Oh,
is that a hint?
Called him out.
Wow.
Well, I'm wondering if that's a hint. Does that mean there's going to be a supervillain appear eventually for him?
I thought the supervillain has already appeared.
You know, I would have to expect that they would not bring Batman into this. You know, no, I don't think James Gunn would be the type to actually bring in like an unnecessary cameo.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if Ben Affleck shows up as Batman, I'd be kind of surprised by it, but
I'll be like, I'm done. I
love The Neighbor.
I want to know what parts of these are part of the script and what parts are James just saying, do a wrestling promo right here.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, that little tirade that Cena just did, that was pure WWE.
Yeah.
That was Attitude Era, pay-per-view, no rating whatsoever.
So no PC era, just straight up rated R, grimy.
Well, that's the big difference between this and like, you know, the stuff on Disney. I mean, the stuff on Disney, like Hawkeye, or brought it down a notch. This one is just like, we're going to take it up a notch to as far as like HBO Max will allow.
Exactly.
And
HBO.
Good. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry, but HBO don't care. So it's like, look, we're cable. We don't care.
Yeah. Like I said, I think that's what makes this better this way, because it's not trying to kidify a lot of stuff.
Which is actually kind of funny, considering that's really where, like, I'd say Warner Brothers and DC has had the most success with their stuff. Either when they've went ahead with, you know, kiddie stuff or campy stuff, whether it be the old school Batman or the animated series, whether it be Teen Titans animated, whatever. Or it's when they go hard. So there is no middle ground, whereas Marvel, they know how to toe the line between both.
Yeah, but they've lost their edge ever since, you know, they started Phase 4.
Yeah. Though Moon Knight looks interesting. I don't know if it's going to be good, but it looks interesting.
It looks different, sure, but I'm still skeptical at the same time, because there's been a lot of, shall we say, lower than par level stuff that have come out from them.
Yeah.
Because, and a part of it is because Disney's had that reputation of being family friendly. Now they're really going to be pushing the envelope a little bit more, because they always had this, oh, you can't do horror, but it's a certain type of horror you could do. You can't do this, but how far can you go with this? Like, even with violence, they're starting to ease into it. So are we looking at maybe coming up with maybe a adult version of Disney compared to just kid friendly, or is going to be a divide only due to parental advisory?
Like a different Disney Plus?
No, like a different section of Disney Plus.
Disney Plus X.
I think this is kind of the Disney problem right now, is they can't really move away from that family-friendly image, because it leads into their amusement parks and a lot of their income. But, you know, what Disney has always kind of done is they've always kind of branched off to have the more rated R stuff, like a Miramax, like a Touchstone. Actually, I don't know if Touchstone was them, but Miramax definitely was. But now with the Disney Plus brand, they're trying to put everything under that one umbrella. And hey, the name says Disney on it. It's very hard to let Marvel be rated R or Star Wars be a little more violent when you still carry the Disney name. But it's just my opinion.
Fair enough. So.
And this is what I worry about all the time. They gave the green light for Deadpool 3, but are we going to have a rated R Deadpool?
Well, I thought it was PG-13 for the next one.
Yeah, from what I heard, like Ryan Reynolds has been like very hard to come to an agreement with Disney right now.
You know.
Yeah. Well, Disney also, what I did find out is they're doing 6-day reshoots on their movies right now. So 6-day, reshoots on, I think Multiverse of Madness is one of them, because they're trying to change, I guess, whatever happened in the end, because people realized that, No Way Home did so well that they're like, okay, we're going to have to change some things around. And that's panic mode if you think about it from a Disney perspective. And 6-day weeks, that's monstrous amounts of overtime.
Now, talking about like going more rated R direction. Now, Multiverse of Madness, I believe, is rated R, correct?
No,
it's not.
Yeah,
I originally heard it was, so now it's not.
It's PG-13, but it's a borderline rated R.
Did they just see Sam Raimi's name? It's like, nope, gotta put the rating on there.
Vigilante can't get a break.
No, he cannot.
I guess I'm far behind you guys because I'm still watching John Cena.
Yeah, just to double check, I'm at 2030 right now. 2030.
2028.
I'm at 2028.
Davion's like 47 too.
No, I'm at 1846.
Oh, choose.
Whoa, hold on. Okay, let's pause for a second.
All right.
Everybody pause. If you're watching along, pause just so we can get Devani caught up here. Yeah. So I'm currently paused at 2046. While all the Marvel debate was going on, we were seeing that John's going to see his father, much to the chagrin of everybody else. And, I mean, it's kind of deep. I know it's not exactly the most funny that we're seeing right now, but I mean, this is definitely like the meat and potatoes as far as like Peacemaker's spiritual journey right here.
Y'all can go back. Y'all can press play.
All right.
Where are you at right now?
2054.
Okay.
So you're ahead of us now. All right. We want to do a countdown?
Well, I'll tell you what, let's all go to 2054. Watch it on our own speed here. And then once we're at 2054, we pause it and then we'll hit play together.
Okay.
And I'm at 2054. Snowboarding accident. Yeah. Are we good?
Well, okay, I just got that now. So
all right. Hitting play again for realsies in 3, 2, 1. What?
I already hit play. I thought you told us to hit play.
Fuck it. Whatever.
It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal.
Whoopsie.
We're going live.
Good to see we've done this before.
Hello, I'm from the future.
Now this is really getting deeper with John Cena's character because now we're interested about his childhood. With the character,
right? But this is like the part of the series where you would be getting into that. We're technically like almost halfway through the season because of that 3-episode bumper that we got at the start. So now we are getting like the deep stuff.
So.
Oh my God!
What's that?
Oh, just
what?
Yeah.
I'm starting to think like Chris has like Asperger's or something. Like he's definitely got like a learning disability. I think
a little bit.
I think that's where they was leaning on with the character.
So. But I do like I do like the bond between these two for whatever it's worth. You know, and again, it still shocks me that 30 years ago he fought Arnold, you know, in T2, and more importantly, fought against the Double Dragon in the Double Dragon movie, 1994. So.
Now, I never had a dad growing up, but I would think that if I had a dad like that, I'd be a complete asshole.
And don't even realize you're an asshole.
Yeah. No, because you think like you're just the littlest bit different than your father, but you're still like really bad, but just like one level off, so that makes you better.
For good or for bad, I think you kind of absorb by default whatever your parents' traits and opinions are until you realize and develop an opportunity to see otherwise if you choose to.
Right.
But I think when you're a kid and early teens and things like that, whatever they believe is what your beliefs are too, and you don't realize it. It shouldn't be, or it should be, whatever it is. But
as well as a mix of whoever you, the company you keep.
That too.
Indeed. So.
Uh-oh. Look at that limp.
oh no, this conversation can go very bad.
Yeah.
Knowing how processes things.
So you're saying I should kill his father?
Ah, damn it!
Oh God, she's actually hinting at exactly what she wants.
So sad.
Oh, she is definitely a Waller. Like I don't care how newbie she is a Waller.
All right, I think I'm going to catch up for 5 seconds.
Seed officially planted.
Or was it always there?
Yeah. A lot of establishing shots outside that police station.
Oh, she is trying so hard.
Yep.
Oh, everyone got that little bit of sneakiness in them on this.
Yeah. Yeah, the only one that kind of isn't as sneaky necessarily is John Cena. He's just like, I want to kill people. You know, I want. You know, he's just straightforward with what it is.
Which is why he rubs everyone else the wrong way, because he doesn't know how to like keep stuff inside.
But do we really know how to keep stuff inside? Do we, as a society?
Oh, don't be getting existential on me, man. Come on, this is not the show for that.
And what do you feel about that? Do you feel that?
How does Vigilante feel about that?
Exactly.
Like, I'm not lying down on this couch and telling you about my mother later. No, this is not that kind of a organization. We're here to talk about stuff that we've seen on set and then make fun of our own circumstances.
By the way, this may
like how he's having such a hard time with his goddamn trash can, and I know, like, well, I probably couldn't do much better.
And none of the cops are going to ask him about this.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they will at some point.
He's trying to do like a reverse One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, and it's just not looking like it's going to work.
You know, it's one of those things you're probably just like, okay, how long does this go on?
There you go.
Yeah.
God darn it.
Actually, that one guy looks familiar too.
Oh, I see what he's trying to
do.
Oh yeah, I gotta see if Judo Master got out. He was doing like the Danny Rand like meditation with the cuffs before. Oh, I thought he was really gonna sneak up behind him.
All right.
This is why I'm glad I'm not doing the Cheetos.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Oh my God, is he eating them again?
I almost feel in a weird way I want to volunteer myself for next episode. So I don't know.
They called him Cobra Guy.
Oh God, this is funny. Snuck up behind him with like he was eating a potato chip and dipping it in something. He's just like, okay.
No, you knew it was the Flamin' Hot Cheetos. I know that stuff is gonna be haunting me now. Look at him, he's got the dust on his face.
Mm-hmm.
Superhero landing.
Well, no, I guess it really is blood, but still, it could have been the Cheetos dust.
He broke a couple of his wrists, but
yeah, they'll grow back.
I gotta say, if anyone was gonna do a superhero landing, John Cena has got like just the expertise for it.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say on the West Coast it would be him, Tom Cruise, or maybe I was gonna say Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah. I don't even know Keanu Reeves anymore, man. If you saw Resurrections, like he could barely throw a punch. He was doing force pushes all day.
But yeah, well,
I don't see him landing like that.
John Wick movies too, so.
But let's see how the fourth movie looks.
Yeah, that's the one thing I can't wait for.
Well, they filmed 4 and 5 back to back, I think, too.
Hmm.
I swear, for such a smaller guy in comparison to Cena, he is resilient.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio.
Hey, dude, you saw.
Oh God, yeah, no. If the outfit was a little bit more colorful.
Beat Kingpin, for God's sakes.
Judo Master, cover of the new
Who's that?
WWE 2K22.
John Cena approved.
It's like watching Little Mac and like Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Oh shit!
Jeez.
My God, it's a slobber knocker.
Really? Damn.
Oh wow. That was sudden.
I thought he was going to last through this whole series.
And does that change?
I didn't think it was going to be her that did it. I thought that'd be Economos.
Wow. Don't kill him off.
He sounds like a WWE writer.
Thanks, Vince.
Yeah, listen. Does that change the intro to the series though? At the very end,
is he a zombie now?
Kind of hope.
Wait.
Oh, all right.
Oh God, he's still moving.
Yeah.
Hold on. She just said, "I never killed a man before," but we know last episode she did.
No, she didn't.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm starting to think she's a little bit more devious than we originally thought she would be. Oh. Ooh.
What?
You have to go to the bathroom. You all right?
No. But what if she is kind of like a mole trying to derail the operation?
Could be.
Like that would make her so Waller if that was the case, because there would always be like a double cross behind a double cross on that.
Stay tuned for next episode.
Next time on Peacemaker Z.
Yeah.
Well, now that he's in prison, is the other one get out of prison?
No, he's there to kill Daddy.
Yeah.
I'm saying is Daddy already out of prison and now Vigilante's stuck in prison?
Wouldn't that be funny?
Yes. Oh, so.
Oh, he did keep it.
Yeah, they did keep it. But my thing is, why you didn't give it to the rest of the crew?
Maybe
because he doesn't trust him.
Yeah, everyone's a little bit deceitful at this point. No, he's still in there. Oh, this is going to be a hell of a brawl inside the prison.
But I don't think he's going to just go right up and try and kill him, though. You know, you wait for the right moment.
Oh, no.
Eagly!
Yo, that is like the funniest animal in the
film. Who's better, Rocket Raccoon or Eagly?
Eagly.
I had to say Eagly.
Because Rocket Raccoon is basically just like, you know, just Bradley Cooper talking, you know, and then
Pretty
just CGI Raccoon.
You know, Eagly is so just the eagle that thinks he's a dog.
You know, there's so much about, you know, basically nonverbal communication.
But he knows how to get attention. Like, he's like, hey.
Oh, yeah. I mean, come on. If, you know, Rocket hugging would not work as well as Eagly hugging last week.
Yeah, that is true. Because when Rocket hugs you, he's still in a body
really cut out for this.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a great drop.
Yep.
I don't know. If I was in his shoes, I just kill him all right
shut
now.
up.
Yeah. It's like one more word.
Why do I feel like this should be on Showtime for some strange reason?
Yeah, right?
Oh, my God. It's like The Office.
The Office dropped F-bombs all the time, yeah. Jim and Dwight dynamic, you know, basically the R-rated version.
I gotta like Mern because he's pretty much reacting the same way I would.
Yeah, I think it's the right move. Yeah. Actually, we got to be more than halfway through this at this point, too.
Yeah, we are.
13 minutes left, including credits. So.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Yep.
Which, for anyone wondering, we are at 37:15 on my end.
Yep.
So we still got plenty of time to see whether or not a fight actually kicks off here. He is really just trying to rile him up.
Yeah.
And of course, he went for all the 80s bands.
Yep.
Evil. Joe! Sloth from the Goonies.
Oh, God.
I'm saying that is the kind of stuff you can only say when you know you got it like that.
Yeah.
Oh, he kicked with the bad toe. He's too smart.
Oh,
there it is.
You idiot.
There it is.
Why'd you play that card? Dumbass.
idiots. What shirt
Oh,
is he
wow.
wearing?
Dressed normally.
I don't know.
Are they watching a boxing match or a UFC fight? It was a
I
little
couldn't figure
blurry.
that out last week either. So.
He's going soul searching.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he loved hearing that. One last look back to see if it worked. No.
Susie just wants to throw up in that beer bottle.
Not like in the slow mo. It's like,
yeah.
I didn't think we were going to get deep into like Harcourt's thing, but apparently it's a little more miserable than people think.
That's me on a Tuesday.
I shouldn't be weirded out by John Cena getting high, but I am.
It is weird to see that, isn't it?
Oh, y'all never
yeah,
saw
a little
the
buddy
other movie?
half.
Wait,
It's a
y'all never
science
saw the other
experiment.
movie he was in?
Fucking Peacemaker's conducting scientific experiments.
Wait a minute, y'all never saw the other movie he was in?
Trainwreck?
Oh, the one. No, was it?
The one with the Saturday Night Live crew?
Nah, it's a Hulu exclusive, and he
Okay.
something with
the one with the little
Friend.
well?
Vacation
No,
Friend.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, watch that if you want to see John Cena get totally wasted, and I don't mean alcohol.
On the porch that started to. Back on the couch again. This time strapped down a little bit better than last time.
It's like it's like dead on center in the chest.
Yeah. And he's still alive.
Who knows? Maybe there's some kind of armor in there, or
Well, they showed the blood coming out of his chest after he got shot.
Listen,
Yeah, but you could still get. But here's the thing: you could still get shot, and it could appear something where blood does appear, but it's not all the way in.
Yeah, but then that means his core is just like steel. Mern just looked creepy as fuck right there.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's very human of her.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
We're close to the end of the episode. Something might happen here.
Oh. There's always something that's going to happen almost at the end of the episode.
Yep.
Well, no different than anybody else.
Really, yeah.
They've all made it worse.
Mm-hmm.
Like, imagine if everyone was competent, how short this mission would be.
Exactly. 2 episodes and done.
Kill the senator. Good. We're done here.
Go back to the bar. Celebrate.
So, oh, shit.
With all those muscles, he cannot move and groove.
Probably John Cena started working out because he was bullied being like 100-pound like sophomore.
Yeah. To think he went from that scrawny a kid into what we see now.
Yeah, he played like Division III college football. So he just started lifting. He just started lifting like a beast.
Oh.
Wow.
That's fucked up though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Flag joke.
It's like it's almost kind of nice knowing that still haunts him in some way.
Yeah. He's that eagly.
And the butterfly crawling to him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is he in a man right here?
Brother started seizing up.
Yeah. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
This took a deeper turn than I expected.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not that it's bad. I mean, not that it's bad at all, but
no,
not what I expected coming into this.
Needs to happen.
Oh,
now what has she uncovered? Mysterious music playing. I love it when you see something like that and like the closed caption. It's like, ooh, you know some shit's gonna go on.
Why is he that creepy?
Job to do.
So everything's coming out of Gland High.
Oh, is he at Glantai?
Is
he a butterfly?
That explains why he was looking so creepy on the couch.
Yep.
Now, would you consider this as one of the best episodes, or do you think the beginning part, the first episode, was the better one?
I think this one's a little slower and a little duller, but I think the pacing as a series as a whole, it makes sense to have this here.
Okay.
Yeah, middle.
We got more. We didn't have as much action, but we got a lot of information.
I would almost say this is probably so far the best acted episode.
Perfect.
I'll go with that.
Yeah, that's probably the best one. Because here you really got to see like, a lot more of the chops from Cena, which of course we were questioning before. But we saw that, he can do comedy easily, but now he's really trying to show off his dramatic self.
Yeah.
And even the guy who's playing Vigilante, I got a lot more from him.
And that's where I think this works a little bit. There wasn't really any action in this one, but it didn't need it either.
But now this pretty much brings my whole thing more into question with whether or not she is a mole or not.
Yeah.
Because does Waller know that Mern may be a butterfly?
I would lean towards yes. So.
Or she may be suspicious somebody is in the group is a mole.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you. Sizes are completely.
No, they're trying to figure out the whole meaning behind.
Oh, that's a Guardians reference right there. That's some Howard the Duck shit.
Oh, sorry for clapping that, but
that's good. Go for it. Live it up. So
I just think the way they did it.
I have a soul.
I have a soul, not a duck.
So you're trying to say ducks don't have souls?
Yes.
No, that would be the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Ducks do have souls. They're just evil, but they have souls.
Okay, let me back out of this before it goes to the preview for next week.
Actually, okay, I'm watching the preview now, so
I don't want to be spoiled.
That's fine. So, that happened. Holy shit! Wow! Oh boy, Ryan, you're missing out.
No! I'm not listening. No. You can't tell me no. No. I'm just gonna wait until I don't see anything left on the screen looking like you're looking at anything, because I can't hear anything.
Okay.
Hey Ryan.
Here, closing it out.
Ryan.
Yes.
There's ice cream.
No. You tried. But no, you can't do it.
Ryan, earmuffs.
But we do have to continue in wrapping up with this episode, of course.
Yeah. But this is easily the best show that we have done a watch on too. And I can't remember what the first one was. I drew a blank on it.
The first one we did was Hawkeye.
I thought we did something before that.
We did not. We had a TV show called Tales from the Film Set, but
we still have that. But but yeah, that's more about the weird crap that we've seen firsthand experience. Like John Cena standing doing push-ups on my reception floor when I got married. Shit of that sort. But I got to talk to Rob Stats about the Hawkeye stuff.
So I want to add stuff, but I'm just kind of in awe. I really do like the series. I could care less if I ever saw Boba Fett again, and I have not even seen episode. What episode did we get to? 4, I think.
I
think I'm done.
3.
Yeah, I got episode 4 was this week. 4. I did watch it. But it probably was a better premiere episode than the first episode was. But
for any of you Boba Fett fans who are like, where was the stream yesterday? Yeah, it ain't coming. That's
I'll throw something up there and be like, it's not strong, and I think you guys were pretty much done when the Power Rangers made appearance.
Well, no, like I said, if anything, we'll probably go ahead and wait until episode 7 is ready to premiere, and then we'll do like a little recap prior to the episode watch, and then we'll just finish that off. So this way we have at least a full circle sort of thing. We don't leave it open-ended for anyone that cares.
I'll throw something in the description and everything like that in the title. It's like, stop.
Everybody dies. The end.
Anyway. Yeah.
Yes, make it like a Rogue One sort of ending. That would be perfect.
Well, supposedly there's supposed to be something in there that's going to really rattle our entire perspective of Star Wars. I don't know if that's true or not.
More so than it already has been.
Well, I do know that Tamara Morrison did not like some of the. One of the things he said he didn't like was the fact that Boba Fett talks so damn much. And he was trying to convince Jon Favreau and everybody else involved. He's like, give the lines to Ming-Na. Boba Fett would not talk this much.
Yeah. It's like, what could we do to make Boba Fett better? Like, kill people. Let him kill people. Murder people.
It's Disney Plus. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Which is actually kind of funny juxtaposing to this show, because I'd say the talking is the best part of Peacemaker. Mm-hmm. The writing that they have in this thing, regardless of who they've got saying what lines, everything just rattles off so fresh.
And again, as we were saying, James Gunn, he's a really good director, good writer, good producer. I'm really liking the work so far.
Yeah. And we have 4 episodes of this to go at this point. It's been a great first half, and amazingly, we're halfway through the series, which seems odd to me.
Well, that's just because we marathon through so much of the first one. And I think because we marathon through those first 3 episodes, we got a lot more of like the action pack that instead of just taking like the one episode itself, just really soaking in everything they're saying, why they're saying it, seeing the physical emotion on the face. I really got to like feel more off of this than say.
And that's where this episode worked.
Yeah, I mean, not to say there wasn't in the first 3. Obviously there was, but it just hit hard this time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about Mern real fast. So, it's been hinted that he had some sort of connection to the butterflies since episode 1. He talked about in one of the previous episodes about never showing human emotion before.
Right.
And so the question is, has he always been a butterfly? Was he just converted, or was he? And if he was always a butterfly, did he turn against his own people?
I'm gonna go on the fence and say he wasn't always a butterfly.
I would say in the beginning of this show, he was a butterfly.
Yes, from the beginning of the show, he wasn't a butterfly, but I'd say he wasn't always a butterfly. Obviously, he had his own history, his own personality. Chances are when he's talking to Economos and he's talking about like the change, that's what happened. He probably was like a Peacemaker type where he was just like, or a Rick Flag type, going off, doing stuff for Task Force X, killing a bunch of people. But then the butterfly kind of tamed him.
Well, with these butterflies, here's another question. Once they enter your body, do they take it over and they pilot it like it's a spaceship? Or is it just changes your mind a little bit? You're still you, but you're a little out of control.
I would feel like the former versus the latter. Good.
Well, I said that's a good question, because we never really got a clear understanding of what Karate Kid was going to say regards to he got shot. But from what we observe, it's like, okay, you're trying to politically get involved. You're trying to find some type of connection. We took over the senator and his family to find
over that girl from the bar.
Now, the girl from the bar is kind of questionable, because now, why is she attacking Peacemaker? Because she read the files. That makes sense. And but here's the other kicker: why nobody else attacked? Well, why did Mur attack him? Why he never attacked him?
My theory.
Yeah, that's the funny thing. It's like you got one on the attack, the girl. Others just pretty much doing their own thing until they go down to the cave of wonders that has like the shock nuts and everything for Vigilante, poor guy. So it's not like they're against violence; they are very violent prone. But for some reason, they're also very calm and timid when they need to be. So it's hard to really understand what the end game for the butterflies is at this point, because there doesn't really seem to be anything aside from just, okay, we're taking over everybody, but to what end?
I think personally maybe there's multiple factions of butterflies.
Oh, so you mean like a good faction, bad faction sort of thing?
Possibly, yes. I think to say that he's the baddie of these series, I think would be a very weak cop out. I think that's so cliched at this point and so done to death that I don't think they're going to go in that direction with it.
So maybe more it's like he's the traitor of the butterflies.
Could be, or basically, like I said, maybe he's a scout or recon for something else. I don't know. But like I said, if he ends up being the main baddie and that's all there is to it, I will actually end up very disappointed with this. I'm expecting a twist.
Gonna be very angry.
Be too weird to actually say that
letters.
He's part of it.
What's that?
JT?
Oh no, I was saying you're gonna be very angry. Write a lot of terrible letters.
Exactly. I'm gonna tweet about this and show how angry I am.
I'll show them.
Just typing everything.
I have 12 followers. You'll hear from me.
Exactly. Yes, dude. I had 98 people see my post. Okay, I rocked that impression, that analytics. So.
Oh yeah, sorry to interrupt, but I'm really thinking. Okay, we also had to go back to Trauma. Remember, there was a movie that dealt with high schoolers, and they always had this weird embryo creature inside their chest.
Nuke High.
Yeah.
So I was thinking maybe we could turn this into a high type scenario where you have certain factions, like you said, with the butterflies, and we just got to figure out flying who's not. Because remember, even with the butterfly that Peacemaker has, he started chilling with him and getting high with the butterfly, technically. And so it's like, how we
getting high with the butterfly sounds like a euphemism for something.
Yeah, the butterflies obviously have some sort of like sentience. They're just not like mindless creatures. So it's a matter of, okay, I can chill with this one. Give him a little bit of Jack Daniels, give him puff him a little haze. It's all good. Does that make him on my side now? I don't know. It'd be kind of funny if it was.
No.
Bob, why have you turned on us? I got weed.
Actually, good. All right, it's funny.
I was going to take over the planet, but then I got high.
Then I got high. All right, so without looking it up and actually putting my homework in on this, I have Lloyd's Gmail address. I know I have his phone number somewhere. Maybe I'll drop him a message, have him come on. We'll do an interview, something like that, and just get his thoughts if he's seen Peacemaker or talked about James Gunn or anything like that. I'll drop him a message.
Well, yeah,
Stream Peacemaker with Lloyd Kaufman.
Dude,
I mean, you could say James Gunn is pretty much like the biggest success story that ever came out of Trauma.
Lloyd had a few. He had a couple people that actually had, produced stuff. People don't realize that Kevin Costner and Samuel Jackson and Robert De Niro all had stuff go through Trauma.
Really?
Wait.
Really?
Yeah.
De Niro?
De Niro had something too from like the 60s, like 68 or something.
People forget that there was stuff even before.
No, look it up. But because years ago I had to do a tribute video on for Lloyd. That's how I got to know him back then. And I remember pulling up a bunch of stuff, and I found so much material, and so much footage that I was able to just edit and splice together. Samuel Jackson as like a priest in a church, Costner in something, and it was a very young Kevin Costner too. My God, like way before he did like Silverado. And De Niro was one of them in there, yeah.
Oh,
wow.
Silverado was 85.
Trauma had that many people cutting their teeth on it.
Dude, a lot. Now, I don't know in this case if it filmed with them or he just like produced and sent it out. Kind of like Cannibal, the musical with Trey and Matt from South Park.
Cannibal, yeah.
Yeah, which actually, I love that movie too.
It's a hard watch. Like, you have to be like really be into musicals because they pretty much sing like the whole damn thing. And it's just like,
here's the thing. I like musicals anyway. So, but there was trying to find. It's funny. I put in Robert De Niro Trauma. It keeps coming up Trump. Trauma.
Well, we can see where the algorithm really wants us to go there.
The Wedding Party was the name of the movie. Okay, The Wedding Party was the name of the movie. You can find it, and that one. That's the name. I remember that now. But check it out. It was pre like Raging Bull or any of the stuff that De Niro had done, and he had that mobster Italian thing kind of going on, and doing the whole thing and the whole De Niro thing. But Uncle Lloydie had a lot of people go through his company.
Wow.
Damn, now I want to be in a Trauma film.
Same here.
Like mutate me. I don't care. Shit.
I've been
me in a movie. Shoot, I don't care.
Yeah. Well, listen, I'll talk to him. I'll see what he's got going on.
Have me turn into Devani. That'll be like a real scene stealer.
You know what? Really?
I'm picturing that scene from Freaks now where they put the glue on you.
But let me see what I can do. Like I said, when we had Film Yap, I think we had Lloyd on, didn't we?
Yeah, we interviewed him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he kept calling me Jerry or something.
That's right, dude. He kept calling me Charles. Dude, when I reunited with him, he kept calling me Charles. My name is Scott. He kept calling me Charles.
With the right lighting, you could be a Jerry. I don't know.
Is this going to be like some kind of a weird Seinfeld thing going on here?
Well, not Jerry Seinfeld. More maybe like a Jerry Springer.
No, but I asked him a question. So, Lloyd, what do you think that's? Well, Jerry, you see.
I know. I forgot about that. Yeah. Like I said, I remember him calling me Charles or Charlie. You know,
only thing funnier is if he like called you a different Jane name every time. It's like, well, Jacob, you know,
John,
it's like keep going.
Jennifer, you know, Joanne.
Well, Jared, you know.
Jared, yeah.
Actually, I screwed up on a question because I didn't know James Gunn's entire history. For some reason, I thought his real big breakout was originally. Oh man, I knew the name at the beginning of this episode. Now I can't remember. What was the one with the slime? Yeah, Slither.
What?
So I thought that was his first really big breakout. So I mentioned that, and Lloyd was like, "No, that wasn't it, Jerry." Well, at least he's got the wrong name. So
yeah, you can't feel offended if he's not really talking to you.
It's okay. Listen, when we did,
but my question is, what was?
No,
go on.
So what was really James? What was James Gunn's real breakout?
it was something with trauma, like in the 80s, but now I can't think of what it was off the top of my head. I don't do my homework. I wasn't good at school.
Well, what was it? Like, as far as trauma films are concerned, really, like the big three would be Toxic Avenger, Sergeant Kabuki Man, and Romeo and Juliet, which I think may be the one he's talking about.
It was also Nuke 'Em High.
Yeah, but people don't really know Nuke 'Em High or Return to Nuke 'Em High.
But as far as like, you know, things like, when you see it, you know it's him. Like there were enough.
Toxic Avengers is really the only one I ever remember from him, and to be honest, even that is just because of the cartoon series from the late '90s.
Okay, I've got James Gunn's thing. He was a assistant director and writer on Romeo and Juliet.
Okay.
And then he was also the writer on Scooby Doo, Dawn of the Dead, and Scooby Doo 2. And then directed Slither. Yeah, that's right. Because he wrote the 2 Scooby Doo movies.
I didn't know he had anything to do with Scooby Doo.
I didn't hate those movies either. I thought they were okay.
The first one wasn't bad. The second one, I felt like, why?
That was a cash grab.
Yeah, the second one was like the sequel nobody needed. It's like, like Whole 9 Yards became Whole 10 Yards. That movie with like Matthew Perry.
I'd say the second one was just like more of an homage to the original series because you got like the original monsters.
The first one had a good twist at the end of it. I did like that.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Screw Scrappy. All right, no. I could have done the entire movie franchise without more Scrappy Doo.
Respect. Put some respect in that dog's name.
Can we put some fire on that dog instead?
Ooh.
Dumpster fire, you mean?
Exactly.
Toss him in.
Oh, no. God.
But then you had him and Scooby Doo or something. He had like some cowboy thing with like Scooby's cousin at one point. Anyway, before we go deep dive into really, really bad Scooby Doo.
Yeah, before we get into the Scooby Dooverse.
Yeah, I figured we'd start wrapping this up. But any final thoughts from you guys? Any final grades? Anything like that?
It's kind of funny. For me, I can't think of anything to say, but I really like this show, and I want to keep watching it.
Yeah,
so
same here.
You want to keep doing final
thoughts? Okay,
come for the commentary.
It's got the Jacob seal of approval, so that's good.
No, it's Janine. Get it right. So, but
you know we're going to be doing this to him on Tuesday. I know it.
Oh yeah.
Leave Gerald alone.
But Devani, any final thoughts on the show? First time coming on, watching with us. What'd you feel?
I feel as though overall the show is fantastic. It actually shows James Gunn's range when it comes to doing a series, to when it comes to doing movies. It shows his creativity that you don't see in too many directors. Like I said in the beginning, give the DC universe to James Gunn.
Yeah,
that's all. Just give it to him. He knows what he's doing.
In fairness, though, we also thought Chris Nolan knew what he was doing too, and that was Snyder's partner.
Well, I think the difference is that we've seen that James Gunn has a certain affinity for parts of the DC universe. I mean, I don't know what he would do with Spider-Man or Batman or Superman or any big superhero, but taking a little lesser known one like he did with Peacemaker, let alone all the ones that he chose for the Suicide Squad, he knows to bring the best out of something so small, so unnoticed. Even the fact of the name drops of other superhero and supervillains that he's made in the show so far, whether it be Batmite or Matter Eater Lad. I'm like, shoot, this is a man who, unlike Snyder, whose affinity for the product maybe is a little bit too close to the comics, Gunn knows what he's working with, and he knows how to like really just bring out the best pieces.
But also, if you notice that when he drops these things in, he doesn't do it for the sake of dropping it in. You know,
Right.
He doesn't do something where it's like, let's mention this because people will be like, oh, I know that. He does it because it's part of something greater, and he knows when to sprinkle it in as opposed to full dump it in.
Correct.
Which, if we do get to see a Matter Eater Lad at the end, by the end of the show, I will flip because that is just incredible.
Yeah. You know what? Yes. So,
I want to say one last thing.
Still going to fight for that one. What's that?
Yeah.
Please.
One last thing, Dave.
Sure.
If they're going to do a Red Hood, give it to James Gunn.
Yes.
That's all I have to say.
And I think Disney is Disney too, but I think DC is noticing this right now because they're seeing what's happening with Marvel and everything like that. And they're seeing what's happening with the numbers on Peacemaker and the reviews of that, and looking at Sony as well and being like, okay, Disney is screwing up here. We're going to go this way with it. And
they're also seeing what's happening with Zack Snyder and Joss Whedon. So they need to hold on to Gunn for as long as possible.
But
don't be like Disney.
Yeah, well, so it's all right. We got Malibu comments. You know, when we come out with the ferret.
Don't bring up the ferret again, Jesus.
Kids looked that one up basically. By the way, there was a crossover between the ferret and Street Fighter where he fought E Honda. That's a thing. Anyway, this is going to wrap it up here. I'm Scott. Devani, thank you, man. I appreciate. JT, thanks as always. Go to bed. I know it's sort of quasi late for you because you got to be up soon. Ryan, thank you as well. We will be back Tuesday night at 7 p.m. for Tales from the Film Set. We will be probably discussing Peacemaker. We'll probably be talking about some of the oddities that have happened through the filming of Hawkeye and possibly some of the stuff that happened during Trainwreck, since we're on a
just we are a Trainwreck.
Well, yeah. Well, there you go.
Hey.
So, but anyway, find us always on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and also on Twitch at Tales from the Film Set. Looks pretty much just like that. And also, basically, if you pop over to Twitter, because it only allows 15 characters, it looks something like that. For myself, for Mr. Devani, Mr. JT, I'm going to do it this way. Screw it. Mr. Devani, Mr. Reiner, we're going to use the wrong hand. I'm Scott. Thanks. Have a good night. Stay awesome.